Folks, this week's episode, we got Big Sammy Bullock, we got a QDMA guest, and we got our Ohio hunt.
That's right.
Stay tuned.
Well, we get up before the sun comes up. Thank the good Lord, hop in my old pickup truck. Chasing after that big old buck. Turkeys, tree rats, raps, and ducks. Grab my favorite old fishing pole. Head down to that old honey hole. Spending our days living off this land. The good Lord put it here with a touch of his hand. Just begging to get back out on the wild some more. It's not a hobby, it's a way of life. Lights out outdoors. Lights out outdoors.
Lights Out Outdoors is brought to you by Blue Water LED.
Blue Water LED, high-performance lighting systems that will stand up to anything in the extreme outdoors.
This segment of Lights Out Outdoors is brought to you by Boneheads Mineral.
Folks, on this week's episode, we were supposed to have a nice Iowa hunt. That didn't work out. But we got something better.
That's right.
We got some tips from a QDMA guy.
Yep.
What do you talk about?
A lot of good information about how to improve your herd, how it helps the average Joe like me and you.
Right.
And what it provides for the state of Kentucky.
We also got Bill Sammy Bullock with a nice doe kill, and then we got our Ohio trip.
I know, it was a fun trip, wasn't it?
It was a blast. Folks,
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Hey folks, you're watching Lights Out Outdoors. I'm here with Pete Blanford with the QDMA, and he's going to be answering some questions for us here. Pete, what's your official title?
I am the president of the State Advisory Board for the state of Kentucky.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Thank you for being here today.
No problem.
What exactly is QDMA?
QDM is a philosophy of, when put into practice, will set the age structure of your deer, sex ratios, age structure, manipulate the habitat for better deer herd and quality of the deer herd.
Right.
But we want to protect the young deer, especially yearling bucks and young does.
Great. That's great. What does this mean for the average sportsman who's trying to practice QDM on his property?
It will mean better habitat for the deer and other wildlife. You will have a much more balanced herd as far as age structure. Also, as a side benefit, it'll increase the size of your bucks and create a better hunting environment.
Okay. The first two questions I completely understand, but how does QDM work? How does it work?
Well, first off, you need to monitor your herd to find out what you have as far as age structure, the sex ratios of bucks to doe, fawn and fawn recruitment is another thing. But then you set your harvest goals that you want to take certain bucks. You're going to protect the young ones,
right.
But you're going to say, well, maybe I need to take a lot of does. So the second thing is that you will manipulate your environment, which is through food plots or your forest,
right.
To increase give the deer better nutrition and make for a better deer herd.
Okay. Well, Pete, a lot of hunters probably want to know, how does this apply to the state of Kentucky?
Well, Kentucky has been blessed with very good soil. From eastern Kentucky, which is not too good, all going west to western Kentucky, the soil improves. But a deer is only good as the soil he's standing on.
I see.
And you have to make whatever nutrients are in the soil available to the plant. The deer eats the plant and takes that minerals into their system. So for Kentucky, it's a very good combination of we got good genetics and we got good soil. We should be able to go good deer.
That's great. Folks, we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Herd Guard presents The Fighting Block and Buck on a String. Super Deer Attracted's Trophy Box Fight Over. Herd Guard has a unique blend of super attractants combined with 24 vitamins and minerals that deer crave and can't resist. Scientifically designed to attract and hold that trophy deer on your property. Log into www.herdguard.com. Herd Guard, attracting trophy bucks.
Blue Water LED, high-performance lighting systems that will stand up to anything in the extreme outdoors.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed. Rethink your possibilities.
Big deer. No, big foot. Man, can you believe that? He never even knew I was there.
This segment of Lights Out Outdoors is brought to you by Extreme Archery.
Welcome back. I'm here with Pete Blanford, and we've been asking some pretty important questions about the QDM management process. And Pete, this episode here is going to be on harvesting a doe. Why is it so important to do this?
Okay. Well, the reason you want to take does is that if you have an imbalance of buck to doe, too many does to how many bucks,
right,
you can't extend the rut beyond a 7 to 10 day period. If all those does aren't bred in that 7 to 10 day period, then it goes into December and it might go into January.
Wow.
So you've depleted that buck's fat reserves through the winter. If it's real hard winter like we had last year,
yeah,
you might kill that buck.
Right.
Second thing is in May, when the fawns are dropping, we want those fawns to drop in a 7 to 10 day period so that you overwhelm your predator population and they can't eat all those fawns at one time.
Right.
If you extend it out where you have fawn drop in May, June, and possibly July, you've just filled the dinner plate again.
I see. Well, how do we figure that out? How is the easiest way or the most efficient way, as far as like a group of hunters, 4 of us got this property? How do we figure out if we got too many does? How do we find that out?
Well, typically before the season, you'll have cameras set up over food plots or feeders. You can just take a census of it. Just count the does, fawns, bucks, whatever, and just get a general idea. And that should give you a good guideline of what your harvest goals should be.
I see.
And then while you're hunting, just when the hunters come in, what'd you see? I saw 3 does, 2 fawns, or whatever, right, and it just give you an idea of through visual observation what your herd looks
on your
like.
Property. I see. Well, if someone's interested in getting started, or their property, or even if they just want to, get involved with the QDM, how do they do this and where do they go?
Best place is QDMA.com. There's a ton of information in there about everything we've talked about today, plus articles that'll explain what it is. It'll have articles on food plots, deer biology. It's just a world of information there.
Great.
That's the best way to go. Place to go.
Pete, I appreciate you coming out here. We're real excited, and we're getting involved in this, and it's a great program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, that was a great interview with a lot of information.
Yes, it was.
Tell you what, we got a guest here. He's new to Lights Out Outdoors. Good friend of mine, known him for a lot of years, went to high school with him. Bill Sammy Bullock. How you doing, Bill?
All right, man.
Tell you what, Sammy is the one that wrote our theme song, and we're so proud of it. It turned out really good. And I understand you got a doe kill here.
Absolutely.
Where was it at?
Down in New Haven, Kentucky.
Sweet. Tell us a little bit about the hunt.
You know, it's been a tough season. Saw a lot of small bucks, a lot of funky looking bucks.
Yeah, we all have that type of season every once in a while. So Did you get to see a lot of variety of deer and does and predators and everything else?
Saw a ton of deer, ton of does, a ton of bucks.
Just no shooters?
No shooters, and the shooters that we did see were at a distance or on camera.
Yeah. What about the predator action? A lot of predator action out there? 'Cause I know you hunted hard.
A lot of predators out there. A lot of bobcats. I had some footage of a coyote come under the stand with a buck chasing 2 does.
Yeah, that's good footage. You know, I know just for talking to you on the phone daily how hard you hunted this year, and I know you busted your tail. And so tell us a little bit about this doe kill you got.
Well, it was a special doe kill. It's out at my family's farm in Nelson County, New Haven, Kentucky, Icetown Road. And I was up in the stand. My dad's stand is a hunting house. Rainy morning, 55 degrees. And she came in right at daylight.
Folks, check it out.
She's nice sized deer, and I'm just happy as can be. Got the doe on the ground and meat in the freezer. All right, I'm down out of the stand. She's only about 40 yards from the stand. I'm gonna go check her out. She's big deer, big doe. That's what I was looking for. I'm tickled to death. No tracking job on this one. 2013, modern rifle season. It's about November the 22nd, about the 4th day till the end of the modern rifle. Finally got one on the ground, big slick head. She come in this morning, right at daylight. I looked up and she was feeding, and she didn't have anything with her. She didn't act like she was spooked. She doesn't stink like she's in. So I went ahead and took her. Got meat for the freezer. Got to get that big boy still, but we got one on the ground. You're watching Lights Out Outdoors with Bill Sammy Bullock at the family farm in New Haven, Kentucky. And I'm tickled to death.
Herd Guard presents The Fighting Block and Buck on a String. Super Deer Attractants Trophy Box Fight Over. Herd Guard has a unique blend of super attractants combined with 24 vitamins and minerals that deer crave and can't resist. Scientifically designed to attract and hold that trophy deer on your property. Log into www.herdguard.com. Herd Guard, attracting trophy box.
Blue Water LED, high-performance lighting systems that will stand up to anything in the extreme outdoors.
Before experiencing it, you won't know dependability. Unless you've drawn it, you haven't felt smooth. Until you shoot it, you've yet to be this accurate. The Matthews Creed. Rethink your possibilities.
This segment of Lights Out Outdoors is brought to you by Bodyguard 360.
Folks, welcome back. This segment here, we got our Ohio hunt.
That's right. It's a great time. You missed a good time, Sammy.
Tell you what, folks, it was a great time. A bunch of us head up to Ohio to do this bow hunt. And instead of talking any more about it, let's just go to Washington County, Ohio. Well, folks, we're heading up to Washington County, Ohio, the #2 county in Ohio for Boone and Crockett last year. We got invited to go up and hunt almost 300 private acres. So we got to make some stops first. We got to stop and get some hunting license. So we're going to go race some cane in Walmart while we're there. And,
excellent day. Pickles, drinks.
Here we are, day one in Ohio. Lights Out sent a crew up to Washington County, Ohio to do a monster whitetail hunt. I was on the camera this morning. No sooner we got in the stand, 10 minutes after being in the stand, had a doe come in to our decoy. A little skittish about the decoy, so we've taken the decoy down for this afternoon's hunt. Cold front's coming in tonight, so hopefully we can, these deer get on their feet and we can get something laid down and get back out here in the morning for David to get something on the ground in the morning. So, folks, stay tuned. We're going to bring you the best entertainment we can possibly can, and keep watching Lights Out Outdoors. I got all that up on his back legs, everything.
As we were watching these two does that kept looking back into the wood line, a few minutes later, here he came.
All day long. She ain't paying no attention to it. He's just watching her. He's eating. Oh, punch. He's going behind the hill, though. Where's she at? Oh, she's still standing right there. Looking straight at us. Yeah, I know. You mean grunt, Oh, he just saw me, son of a bitch. He just saw me. Well, as you can see, we're losing light. Had two button bucks come out, messed around in the field for about an hour or so, and and slowly made their way over towards Justin and Wayne. And then David looks up, and here comes a hot doe with that huge, non-typical 7-pointer right on her tail. And we grunted, rattled, bleat called, snort wheezed. He didn't care anything about us, and we couldn't get her close enough to us. She took off towards the middle of the field and around, and he was dogging her pretty good, and had a little spike come out. He ran a little spike off, of course, but he is a monster. You know how it feels when you're this close, but you're really this far away? That's where we was at tonight, so.
Believe that? He never even knew I was there.
Blue Water LED, high-performance lighting systems that will stand up to anything in the extreme outdoors.
This segment of Lights Out Outdoors is brought to you by Ridge Rocker Turkey Calls and Badlands Backpacks.
Folks, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, we just wrapped up day 1 in Washington County, Ohio. Seen a lot of activity.
A lot of activity. They were everywhere.
They were. Folks, let's get into day 2 and see how it ends up. Going 90 miles a minute right now.
A lot of deer, a lot of eyes.
We had a lot of deer, a lot of eyes on us. Yesterday our decoy screwed us up a lot. So we decided to bed her underneath our stand, which probably wasn't the smartest idea either. We had 2 little button bucks come in, and they come right to the decoy. They didn't like it none. So Mama come over and check out what happened. If it wasn't for this Matthews Creed, that's why I shoot a Matthews.
And these Black Eagle arrows, I'm shooting these zombie slayers, and they are massive arrows. The knockdown power is just tremendous. Oh wow. Now it's going to be time to get this deer before we lose a blood trail on her. Well folks, you didn't see a recovery here. There's two reasons. For one, it started pouring down rain on us. Didn't want to ruin my camera.
Absolutely not.
And I didn't want to lose that blood trail on that doe. We searched for a little while. We did find her. Meat was perfect. It was a successful hunt.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, it was a great time.
One thing could maybe be better if that big buck, when I was sitting there above you when I was filming that, if he would have came a little closer, dude, I'd have made the perfect Ohio trip.
Well, I tell you what, you know, he was 80 yards. We needed him 60.
Yep.
And I had David here on the camera. It was perfect. And I tell you what, I really want to thank Jason Lyle for setting this hunt up for us. And he's a member of Lights Out Outdoors from Ohio. And John Church, you could not ask for a better person.
Host. Yep.
I mean, he opened his doors up to us, his food. We just had him up there and had one heck of a good time.
Right.
And you know, he invited us back this year.
And we're going.
And oh, we can't wait, folks.
Yep. I'm in too.
You're in?
Right.
That's right.
Yep.
You got to pay for everything.
All right.
I'm in.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming on today, Sammy.
Folks, we're going to be at the Ultimate Outdoor Expo in Lexington, August 22nd, 23rd, 24th. We're going to have a booth there right next to the Bone Collector. Come out and check us out. Come out and see us.
That's right.
We'd like to meet all of our fans that's in that area. If you're in Louisville, it's a short drive up. Tell you what, it's going to be a blast.
That's right.
Stay tuned, folks.
Lights Out Outdoors is sponsored by Bonehead Minerals, Extreme Archery, Ridge Rocker Turkey Calls, Badlands Packs, Bodyguard 360, Villanova Winery, Motion Camera Arms, Blue Water LED, Matthews, Black Eagle Arrows, SRB Field Rest, Sherwin-Williams, Covert, M&L Deer Processing, and Altera.
I'm here. I'm always
Can I do it like this?
I've always been here. No.
You let folks, we're going to get it going in a minute.
Hey, let's just keep it simple. We don't need to talk much about it.
Okay.
You got hung up on your name.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Necessities you gotta have when you're hunting. Bodyguard 360. And Diet Mountain Dew. Oh, Coke. That's for skinny people.
Teach our kids about our way of life. Teach them how to hunt, fish, skin a deer with a buck knife. Everything we do out here is what we love. And remember, it all came from a man up above. Spending our days living up this land. The good Lord put it here with a touch of his hand. Just begging to get back out in the wild some more. It's not a hobby, it's a way of life. Lights Out Outdoors.